I shouldn't start a new run, but I feel like I want a good Noita run. As a vegetarian, the number of times the cashier has messed up my order because the concept of no meat is beyond them. I've wasted a small village worth of food and it infuriates me. Yeah, it's like, you know, sometimes the way that people will choose to put something into the computer because they just can't fathom what you're talking about is when you get those, like, those shitty food porn photographs on Reddit. Where somebody showcases, like, I said, extra pepperoni on my pizza. And then they show you the picture and it's literally no cheese, no sauce, and like 900 pepperonis. And I feel like that's the kind of stuff that happens is that for you... That's a live bomb. For you, your order makes sense and you could even like write it down in such a way that you're sure the kitchen can get it. Or like, you know, it makes sense to you because you're just like, you put in like, you order a sandwich that has 3 or 4 different sauces on it and you're like, ketchup only. And then you get like, somebody writes it in such a way that it comes out and the kitchen like, was like, oh, well, I guess they only want ketchup. So there's no meat, no lettuce, no tomato, no you know, nothing but bread and ketchup. I'm stuck. That man's gonna burn to death. Yep, he did. That was horrifying. I walked way too far forward because I was drunk. My character took 2 or 3 extra steps there and I ate that entire shotgun blast. Yeah, frame rate, like don't get me wrong, right? Like I'm not trying to say that they're like I've worked with like off-the-shelf POSs that were barely custom tailored. And that's one of those situations too where having the human element helps. Because if you have somebody working the cashier who knows that the way the POS makes it sound, it's like it sounds like all they want is meat, no bread, no veggies. But if Ryan is working the POS, point of sale, chat. I can feel some of you being cute about it. If Ryan's working the point of sale, and they know that we know there's no button for what he wants to do, then the back of house knows that when Ryan does like no anchovies, knowing good and goddamn well there's nothing on the menu with anchovies, that really means that he's got some special note that he's gonna walk back and tell us because the point of sale doesn't have a button for it. Or whatever. I mean, like, obviously most points of sales, I can only imagine they've gotten easier to use and that they've got, like, slightly better annotation systems. But back in, like, the 90s, 100% I had, like, you know, if I had a note that I needed the back of house to know about, I'd put some crazy shit on there that made no sense. No buffalo sauce when they're, like, no prunes. No prunes, no buffalo sauce when it was like a grilled cheese sandwich. And I'd fire it back, and I'd see every time you'd see the shit, like in an open kitchen or in a place where you had access to the kitchen, you'd see the line cook go, wham, 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 wham. And then I would haul ass back there and be like, yeah, man, I just needed you to not start cooking it before I told you. Know this, sub that. Gluten allergy or whatever. And he'd be like, oh. You couldn't just put that? No, man, there's no buttons for that in our system. There's no buttons for that in our system, so I needed you to not start cooking before I came back. Just handwrite that in. Yeah, no, I got it. I got it. Yeah, it's just, you know, the grilled cheese doesn't normally come with fucking buffalo sauce and prunes. Yeah, no, I know. I fucking hate working with you sometimes, Ryan. Feelings mutual, bye! Grubhub and DoorDash specifically don't care if the restaurant wants to work with them or not. They just have people call in orders, so like if the restaurant doesn't want Grubhub orders, Grubhub still puts the orders on there and does it themselves. The restaurant gets bad reviews because the company didn't want to work with fucked it up. That sucks. I do get super excited when I get to work with or when I get to order food from companies who have oh, cool. When I get to work with companies that have their own delivery set up, so they've either got some kid who drives the food out, or at the very least they're working with like... Ugh, whatever. I'm slicked with the oil right now and I can't get to that? Fine. Yeah, whenever I see somebody who's either at least using a local delivery, like here in Richmond, it's a delivery service called Toast. So I get pretty excited when I see somebody working with a local delivery company. Or I see that they've just got their own like, you know, they're just gonna... Like last night, the Chinese food we had delivered by a guy who just works there. And I always tip the living shit. I'd tip the living shit out of everyone, but I tip the living shit especially out of people who are just like, you know... When they're at the restaurant, they're working the register. When they're not at the restaurant, they're delivering stuff. That's the kind of stuff that we would do at my McDonald's as well. Like I mentioned to a guy who liked his slivered onions slightly cooked, who put in sub for something that didn't have substitutions. Yep. You put in some sort of logic puzzle that there's no possible way they could misunderstand or misconstrue as something that exists. And then when they track you down for clarification, they're like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Then you get an opportunity to fill them in. I'm on fire. The game feels like it's against us today. A little bit. I always go to the website of the restaurant to see which companies are listed on their website to work with. Toast of all the apps seems to be the most common. A lot of places hate DoorDash and Grubhub. Yeah, if I can find any place that's doing their own online delivery, then that's the place that I'll... If the ratings are even remotely close, that's the place I'll choose to do business with. I did Grubhub for a while. Even better, some of those call it in your self-orders specifically say don't mention DoorDash or bring in branded bags, presumably because the place will reject the order. During the vid, I can think of almost 5 times when people gave me gruff for mask stuff and yada yada. 4 of those 5s were DoorDash drivers. Gross. I only caught shit about masks one time in all of... I mean, I almost never left the house. And it was during our first real family vacation. When I say family vacation, our first real trip where we flew to Idaho. No, we were flying to Orlando this last year. On our flight to Orlando, we were all masked up. Rory said he was thirsty, so I took him to a Hudson News to go get like a Sprite or something. And at one point, like, he was so focused on trying to open like a bag of Starburst or whatever the hell it was he was working on that he wasn't really paying attention to what he was doing and almost walked into a dude who was like in full biker regalia, leather vest, you know, old walrus mustache, 70 years old, joined a motorcycle gang so that he could feel a sense of joined a motorcycle gang so that he could still feel a sense of brotherhood after the Vietnam War ended. Rory wasn't paying attention. I said, hey bud, be careful, you're gonna bump into the nice man here. Like, I was very polite. The guy, harumph. Maybe he could see if you take that damn mask off his face. And I was like, I don't think you understand. I don't think you're wearing yours correctly if you think it covers his eyes. was what I said. I said that after I shoved Rory ahead because I was like, if this guy turns around and tries to like fight me, I'm gonna need Rory to be projectiled towards his mother. I'm probably gonna lose the fight if I'm being honest, but I'm not gonna let some 90-year-old dude with fucking emphysema shit talk me in the airport. More importantly, I'm not gonna let some 90-year-old emphysema-ridden, melanoma-infested, fucking freeway rat make my son feel inferior. He was probably in his late 60s, early 70s. He was like, I have gray, he was white. I don't just, I mean, like, obviously he was Caucasian. Like, no shit, listen to the story I'm telling. This was a white man. But I mean, like, his hair and beard and mustache were white. Like, no shit, Sherlock. We're talking about somebody with the whitest of privilege. Taunting the law is a game to him, you know? Taunting the law is a pastime. You don't get shot for that. You get in arguments with cops that turn into fun bar stories later. You can provoke the cops all day long. And deep down, they'll envy your sense of freedom and belonging to the road. As opposed to, say, I don't know, sleeping in your own fucking bed. If you're not my ethnicity. That'll get you shot. Get away! Giving him the R. Kelly treatment. I don't trust you. Alright, well, I'm gonna kill this man. Holy shit! That worm just ate that bad fireman. So anywho, that was really the only beef. Holy shit! I'm out of up dog. Got him. Stop fucking with Steve's place, dude. He's gonna mess me up. This is the first wand we've found. That's terrifying. So anywho, yeah, that was the only real, I mean, like, we clearly had some different opinions than some of our neighbors. Like, pre-vaccine, earliest lockdown days, I had some neighbors who were having house parties and like backyard birthday parties for neighborhood kids. So like, clearly I had some difference of opinions from some of the people who live in my neighborhood. Hell, I even had an aunt. Like, I went back, I sent my aunt a birthday message. She lives in Texas. I feel like this should be another easy one to deduce. But my aunt lives in Texas. I sent her a birthday message not too far back. And I was like, damn, I wonder, did I wish her a happy birthday last year? I don't remember wishing her a happy birthday last year. One of the previous messages that I'd sent her was me saying, like, I'm really sorry that this pandemic robbed us of a chance to see each other. If COVID doesn't get any of us, we should get together real soon. This is like 2021 I sent this. And her response was, COVID's not gonna get us. We're all gonna suffocate under these masks. And I was like, I have a cousin, you have a nephew who's an ear, nose, and throat doctor, and I can't help but feel like Dr. Sisk is gonna, even with his Republican tendencies, that Dr. Sisk is gonna wholeheartedly disagree with you. I was like, the same cousin who is a doctor in Mississippi, who I'm pretty sure has never voted blue a day in his life, is also making the rounds, making the calls to all of his aunts and uncles, trying to convince y'all to wear masks and take the vaccine, because he's terrified he's never gonna see some of you again. But generally speaking, outside of, like, you know, some real uncomfortable moments with some neighbors and that one asshole in the airport, yeah, generally speaking, why is this a thing that's happening so frequently right now? So many live bombs. I managed to get away for the most part with without any real stories to tell. The first booster I went to get, there was some crazy Marjorie Taylor Greene Karen who didn't know it because she didn't ask what anybody's backgrounds were. She didn't ask if anybody had done their own research. She just came to a place where I was going to get a booster and a lady was going to get her son his first shot. She cornered this poor lady and was just like, you have to do your research. You have to reconsider. You're harming your child. They don't need this. She turned and looked at me and I said, keep it to your fucking self, Karen. Like, I was so tired. I was so tired and I gave zero shits. And I think exactly what I said was, I don't want to fucking hear it, Karen, and I shouldered her out of the way. So she locked in on this lady who had her, like, 11-year-old son there. And the fucking irony is, as soon as Walgreens security finally ushered her out, I was like, I turned to the lady and I was like, I'm really sorry you had to go through that. And she goes, the weird part is I'm a nurse. She was like, I'm a pediatric nurse. She was like, I'm pretty well aware. She was like, this lady is mansplaining this whole thing to me. And I just didn't have it in me to have a conversation with her about this. I just didn't care what her thoughts were. But she was like, I'm a pediatric nurse. I don't know exactly what she thought she was gonna tell me that was gonna change my mind. I was like, damn, I'm doubly sorry then that you had to be mansplained to. To be fair, people like Noah and myself went to PAX East. That was early, though. I had friends who, I mean, like, you know, if we're holding ourselves accountable, my first take when all this happened was that I was bitter that I wasn't going to get to go to TwitchCon Amsterdam in 2020. And my first reaction was, I'm going, whether TwitchCon happens or not, I'm not going to have my 40th birthday and my first trip out of the country in 20 years spoiled by the flu. Was my first take. And then as more reports came out and things got more serious, I reassessed that and dialed it way the fuck back. So like, no, you know, I had friends who literally caught COVID in New York when New York was the epicenter and brought it back to Richmond. And we're on the news for it. Like, that's back when cases were so rare, they interviewed anyone who, over the phone, they interviewed anyone who had it because they were trying to get a grasp on how people felt. So like, in those early days, man, it was tough because like, there have been other things that they've marched out where they've been like, this could be a modern day pandemic, but nothing hit like COVID did. People have gotten sick before, you know, people have gotten sick off of H1N1 and bird flu and all that, you know, all that shit. SARS was a bad one. I don't know what we ended up calling monkeypox, but that one was really fucking people up. And whenever there's something I can prevent from spreading by just being responsible, I'm down to prevent it from spreading by being responsible. But like, there hadn't been anything like COVID in 100 years. God damn, dude, are you about done? I feel like I've done most of this floor, and I feel like I've come out of it with, again, almost nothing. Except a little bit of gold. I don't think I've missed much of anything. These first couple of floors on these runs that we've been trying to do today have been just flaming garbage. Yeah, just prom. I agree. Taffy and I worked together, or worked each other up to fight Airbnb. That's funny how on the successes, Noah's like, look what I did for you. And I'm like, well, you know, with that Twitch contract, that was you, and that was, the folks at Twitch. And he's like, well, it was mostly me, though. On the failures, though, damn, it becomes we real quick, doesn't it, chat? It becomes, well, look what we've done. And I'm like, wait, what? What do you mean, we? He's not necessarily wrong, but I still find that funny. I remember hearing a podcast that turned out to be a Joe Rogan podcast in early 2020, thinking he was making sense. Yep, a little bit. I had a couple of those. Yeah, Ghost Cubby. Monkeypox was affecting the kind of people who have a tendency because of past experiences to handle. That's thunder shaking my house. That's thunder that honestly I thought was a car accident. I genuinely thought a car had like hit my fence or something while I was down there. There's a real gnarly thunderstorm going on right now. Amber sends her love. She hopes you're all doing well. She said she'd love to come up and visit and say hello since we're all here and it's technically supposed to be a work day and a school day for them. But all three of them are sick. So she clearly can't come into the office right now. Damn. I really could do an entire other plate of that. It's just it was just fried rice. Egg foo young and a spring roll with a bunch of ponzu sauce and the egg foo young gravy drizzled everywhere. Oh, we were working our way back. We were working our way back because we felt like this floor clearly had to have something more to offer because it has not given us anything so far. Maybe it doesn't have more to offer. Maybe this was it. The Midwest did the opposite. there's no way I break through that with one more. I just wanted to kill those things to get the gold. I gotta try to figure out, and maybe you can help me with this, chat. While I'm at MagFest, for this trip, much like with TwitchCon, I got no problem. I'm sure Justin won't mind either. Noah will probably come with me too, but I mean, Noah, I have to imagine, Noah keeps himself busy at these things. I try to, like, I do whatever Noah tells me to do, and if he keeps me booked solid for the whole thing, then I'll work through the whole thing. But generally speaking, like, I'm really only working if Noah hands me a bunch of work. So otherwise, if Noah doesn't have me booked solid doing stuff, and right now I only have the 3... That is still broken. I got a meeting with them. I gotta remind myself that that's happening. Anyway, while I'm in DC, well, not DC, but while I'm in National Harbor, I need to see about, where I want to eat. I think that's all this floor has to offer. I really think there's nothing left to do. Oh. That's fun. Nice shot, Taff. Can I bait him over to it? There's a couple of standards that I feel like people go to, like there's a place called Succotash that we'd always go to. There's that one Chinese place that's like right there. But I feel like people go there because it's within walking distance. I don't know if people are going there because it's legitimately good food. I'm not above, like when I was in San Diego, a couple of different times I drove to get good food because screw it, why not? So like the best fish tacos I've ever had in my life, I took an Uber, or I took a Lyft out there and got the best fish tacos I've ever had in my life. But those things sure as hell were not like near San Diego, not near downtown. And while I probably won't drive into DC or anything like that, like I probably wouldn't leave National Harbor too terribly far out. I would leave the area around the hotel to go eat a really nice meal away from the con. I was gonna look at the map today and see what else is still over there. I think Southern style place is still there. The Chinese place was too expensive to survive COVID. That's what I'm saying, is that like ultimately I feel like I need to get my bearings on what I'm gonna eat while I'm there. I don't know that I've ever been to the burger place. Succotash was good. I don't dislike Succotash. There's just a part of me that wonders what else there is to what else is there, you know? What else is there to enjoy? Project Repulsion Field or Make Peace with Your Gods? I feel like it's Make Peace with Your Gods, and then we could try to build something good and roam the world. We can really fuck these holy temples up and not feel bad about it. There's a little Irish place that's terrible and no one should go there. Not really, it's great. I just want there to be space. Guacamole Pig place, but the wait time there is always bonkers. Let's work on wands and we can make that decision at the last moment. Fuck. Maybe we don't put that on the bouncy spell, huh? Hey!
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
There we go. Repulsion field would keep the disc damage rebound to a minimum. That might be a good point. I don't have a Twitter. You can still see it. You just won't be logged in. Got a little something brewing with Andy Lunique. Pretty excited about it. Lane, tier 1, 59 months. You retire the sub at 60. Who am I kidding? Retirement in this economy. I'll stream and you'll watch until we both die. That's the truth of the matter. That's the sad truth of the matter. It pains me to say it, but neither one of us is going anywhere. Damn, this is really... These are ass terrible. Lane, thank you so much. You know how most of my stream is just talking about food? What if we just got rid of the game and just talked about food, you know? You feel me? What if instead of talking about food with Noita sitting in the background, I had a platform? I'm going big. What if I had a platform to just talk about food nonstop? With somebody who knows even more about food than I do. And is way sexier. I'll say equally charismatic. Way sexier. Equally charismatic. I mean, Varel, imagine we don't even, hide behind the premise of there being a video game. I watched a channel that used to be always on. It was just cooking show reruns. Now they only do it on the weekends. Is that the food channel? Is that the one that used to have like Chef Walter? Oh, Hungry? I watched the food, yeah, the food one. I worked for Chef Walter for 2 years. Chef Walter Stab. I used to work for Chef Walter. Nice guy. I mean, like, You know, just like any other chef, he had it out. Trying to get the lay of the land with these things. He had it out with the cooks sometimes, but the only couple of times that I had like real sincere interactions with him as a server, he always had my back. I remember one event where it was at the City Tavern in Philadelphia, which has since closed down. But the City Tavern was a tourist trap where you would get people to come in and pay a bunch of money to eat the food that the founding fathers ate. What do you want from me? So there was some event, I can't remember what it was, but people paid a lot of money to sit in banquet rooms, and each server waited on their own banquet room full of individuals, most of whom were not from this country. And for whatever reason, because I know exactly. Oh my God, it's like fucking Event Horizon down here. I know exactly what it was. There were too many people and not enough kitchen staff. And because my table was downstairs and off in a corner, my order got in last. Are you fucking with me? This guy is John Wick. He's the John Wick of Fireflies. Or I'm just the stormtrooper of protagonists. So anyway, my order got in last. And I didn't go yell at anybody. I was urgent, like I was kind of losing my mind a little bit, but I didn't go take it out on the kitchen staff. I didn't go yell at the chef. I just over and over and over again, I was like, you have to help me. Like I can't keep these people happy much longer. They're gonna turn on me. Like I can feel these people turning on me, and I'm not really sure what to say about why they're not eating when other rooms are on dessert. You have to help me. You have to give me something. And because I had a reputation of being a hard worker, Chef Walter turned around to the kitchen staff and was like, "Do you hear this? Do you hear this? This is Ryan. This is Ryan coming in here sweating and upset. And if Ryan is upset, then I'm upset. Because he is an excellent server. So why is Ryan upset? Make it right. What is wrong? Where is his food?" Like he was livid with the kitchen staff. And I was just like, you know, man, I appreciate that because it isn't my fault, because I am an awesome server and all of my people are currently happy despite the fact that they've been waiting 45 minutes for their main course. So like, yes, the reason this situation is even salvageable is because I have been working my magic out there, basically using the same charisma that I use on Twitch, but instead of coaxing strangers to give me money, I was convincing strangers not to crucify me. But I was like, I'm running out of currency down there. I was like, I need help. I was like, I need you guys to produce food like now. You have to produce food now, or the next time I go down there, they will kill me. And I was expecting, oh Jesus. I was expecting to get an earful. I was expecting to hear like, you know, why are we just now hearing about this? Or like, why haven't you made your case sooner or whatever? I was expecting the blame shift to happen. But instead he turned around and was like, if Ryan is this upset, then I'm furious. If Ryan says it's a problem, and I've watched him ask 2 or 3 times where his food is, if Ryan is losing control of the situation, then you guys have fucked up. And I was like, well, damn, listen, Chef, a handful of these guys have done a hard time. I don't want them thinking that I didn't say they, I mean, hey, you know, Tyreek, I never said fucked up, you know? That's, I can see a little anger in your eyes right now, and it was Chef Walter's words, not mine. I didn't say fucked up, you know? I was like, fuck those Australians, you know? There's a room full of Aussies. What are they gonna do? They're gonna go to the other side of the world and be mad. Fine. Colony of criminals, that's what I always say. Not that criminals are bad. God damn, I have to leave. But it really was nerve-wracking because he was chewing these people out, and like, honest to God, at least one of those cooks had done hard time, and I was just like, yo, chef, I appreciate you having my back. It does feel very good to be respected, but I also don't want to be stabbed walking to my apartment tonight because these guys look like they're feeling pretty disrespected, so I'm gonna need you to temper it just a little bit, or at least start being like, Chef Walter says you fucked up. Ryan says you're cool. We're cool. Ryan thinks everything's great. Ryan wants to know if all you guys want to go out for drinks later. Ryan wants to give you his tips from the night. Those were not my words, and wow, that cooking service looks hot. I'm just gonna run the fuck away if that's all right with you. Nah, me and that kitchen staff got along great. They knew the situation was fucked if I was upset. Because I was always the guy coming back and being like, hey, can I get a refire on this? The person says that they don't like that their lobster tastes like lobster or whatever. These people are upset because their plate was too cold. Or, I don't know. They added too much salt and now it's salty and they're upset that it's salty. So could you please refire this? And like, oh damn, really? And I'm like, yeah. Like, is it like super important? Because I got like 10 other orders ahead of it. I'm like, no. They can wait. They can wait a minute. It's fine. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I just want to make sure, like, if you need it. And I was like, no, I got you. It's fine. We're good. That was generally the cadence I had with them. But yeah, on this one particular instance, I was like, y'all, I am sweating. Like, I am genuinely convinced about half this group's about to walk out and not pay their bill. I was like, y'all have to help me with something. Send out bread, I don't fucking care. Just send them literally anything to eat. And at that point, yeah, Chef Walter fucking exploded on them. You really capture that occasional manic feeling of being a server accurately. There was a restaurant manager, and almost got there. I'm trying to get through, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. There was a restaurant manager who used to tell the hosts would say, how do we seat people? It's not like they didn't, I'm not insulting hosts. They knew where to, they knew how to show people the chairs. But like, they would say like, listen, I know we're supposed to go on a rotation, but do you want us to like seat people differently based on their skill levels? And Sean was like, yeah, of course do that. Absolutely do that. If we've got like a new hire who can barely clock in, and Ryan, who's waiting on one table with his right hand and talking to and gesturing to another table with his left hand, then yeah, give Ryan more tables than that new guy. And they're like, okay, well, about how, and this is like when I was 18, 19, 20, like my first table waiting job. And I remember this, like literally this one host named Mariska goes, all right, well, she's talking to the GM, and the GM was this alcoholic fucking, kind of a dipshit, but not a bad guy. He's just kind of he was a Red Robin manager in Boise, Idaho. And she's like, all right, well, how aggressively do you want me to seat Ryan? And Dave goes, well, you gave him 3 or 4 tables now, and he just had a couple of tables. You see how Ryan's talking to himself and his forehead's starting to sweat a little bit? And she goes, yeah? She told me this whole story later. This wasn't told to me by anyone. Like, I wasn't there for this. I was fed this story later on. You see how Ryan is starting to turn red, his face is starting to sweat, and he's having conversations with himself while he's walking from table to table? Yeah, that's the sweet spot. That's where we want Ryan every shift. If ever you're looking for somewhere to stick a table, if Ryan's not talking to himself and sweating, he's got room in his section, or in a nearby section that will just make his as well. Okay, he looks pretty miserable. Yeah, I know, that's why I know he's doing a good job right now. Because he's too busy to be cute. Like, fuck you, I'm always cute. Surprise, motherfucker! Being in the weeds in the kitchen is a special level of hell that I understand. As someone who's a cook in a diner for a while, like, yeah, don't fuck with the cook, but also we get it, y'all at the front line out there. I never made my problems the kitchen's problems unless they weren't my fault. Or it was really getting out of hand and I needed help to fix it. Those were the only two times that a line cook... That was the only two times that a line cook had my problems become his problems. God damn it. God damn it! Huh. Maybe it's just not a Noita day. I can't move. Is that even gonna be enough room to get through here? It's still not. That's the end of this floor. That's it. That's the whole floor. Good job, everybody. I feel like everyone did a good job. Everyone carried their weight. I feel like we really accomplished a lot. But that's the floor. There's, without a digging wand, without a wand that has, well, I guess that was an older run. Without a wand that has the, you know, like a black hole or a bomb or a shotgun wand or energy orb. That's it. That's all she wrote for this floor. We're done. We have gone all the, who's this? How's it going? That's the first thing I say to you. How's it going? Are you flowing? Listen, honey. Thinking about a couple things to say to you. Showing. Growing. Man, I'd like to place my hands upon your fucking sexy ass and squeeze. And squeeze. Oh my god, things. Look at the things and stuff we're finding. Now I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head all day. Yeah, I might have to listen to a little Tenacious D after this is all said and done too. Ugh. Chat. To steal a quote from the King of Pop. Do you remember a time? Back when we used to listen to whatever the fuck we wanted to. It's a good wand. Like, that's not just a good wand, but that's like a good wand. It's a fucking joke. Ha! I always hear that little guitar twang and think it's Mysterious Ways by U2. It's a good wand, Jeffrey. And thorough. Fuck! The impossible angle! Physicists and mathematicians have struggled for centuries to make this shot's angle work. The great riddle of our time. God damn. Right. God damn, that's a good wand too. Man, I'm not gonna run around here casting freezy eggs. Do you remember a time when we fell in love? Didn't that video have like Naomi Campbell or something in it? I just remember there being some ridiculously hot people in that. You're gonna be shocked that in a music video there were gorgeous people. Oh, this is gonna get fucking dicey. Hey! 6 shots, six targets. Take them all out and win a prize. 7 shots, 1 target. Don't hit anything, win a prize. That little ding always makes me think I'm watching Dexter. The duality of Taffy. Fuck, I hate how accurate that is. I guess we'll just wait here for either death to come or the sweet release of that timber to burn. I've never watched Dragon Ball Z. Not a single episode. My Dark Passenger. That was the literary work on which it was based, was it not? I don't think there's anything down here. It's that guy. That rat. Ooh, I'm so glad that when they fall, they don't count. Violent. All right, so there may have been more to this, more to this floor than originally was alluded, and that's good. Hey, Dio Mio. Will this do it? Yeah, that'll do it. That is a lot of fire instantly. I gotta get back to watching Food Wars. I gotta find an excuse to watch more Food Wars. It's really saw blades or this one. Not a fan of sexualized teenagers in the anime. Fair. It was this chat who turned me onto it. I say turned me onto it. I watched one episode, said, I can't get caught watching this. This is freaky as shit. And then they were like, stick it out. It gets way less perverse. And the food content's actually really good, and I'm like, oh, okay. So now I've watched it to a point where I'm like, pretty decently into the first season, told that this is the pivot point where it gets less horny. It is still very warm in here. Trying to see if there's something I changed that's suddenly making it hot in here. Something Persona 5. I mean, yeah. Every single time we had to make a quote-unquote waifu decision in that game, I had to remind myself that the character we were playing was a teenager. And it made the fact that we picked the old woman, who was the 24-year-old school teacher, as our love interest, only made it gross the other direction, but at least I didn't feel like I was internally macking on 16-year-old An, which basically makes me Coach Epstein from that game. I've never seen 13 Reasons Why. And I certainly never got my dick hard for like 8-year-old Eleven in Stranger Things. Although I could definitely see there being a portion of the internet that's super excited in that, remember that point in time where there was a big contingency of people online who had a countdown to the Olsen twins' birthday, 18th birthday? I could definitely see there being a contingent of people who felt that way about it, but like thankfully that was this is really the first time that I'm having to entertain that, and it's like, oh, gross. Mostly because, you know, kids. Oh, Nancy. God, I didn't think about that with Nancy either, if I'm being honest. I think the only person who I thought was attractive was Nancy's mom, Mrs. Wheeler, and fucking Steve Harrington. Those were the only two people where I was like, God damn, these people are sexy. How do you wake up Lady Gaga? Poker face. Cam Cool, welcome back. Yeah, David Harbour. Oh, chat, if you haven't seen Violent Night and you think that the idea of Die Hard with Santa Claus as John McClane is anything you might be interested in, now I think there's nowhere else I can go. Shit, I'm not even sure how I get out of here. Who are the Olsen twins? They were two actors. I mean, they're still two actors, I guess. But they were two actors who got famous for playing a toddler. They both played the same toddler on Full House. And as they grew up, they became entrepreneurs, fashion moguls, continued to act. But they became, you know, very sophisticated, diversified entrepreneurs, I guess is really the best word for it. But they also grew up to be pretty young women, not like they grew up to be pretty young. I was like, yeah, dude, everyone starts pretty young. They grew up to be like attractive young women. And there was genuinely a very creepy portion of the like early 90s internet that was sharing their 18th birthday to celebrate like it was a national holiday. Which was pretty, you know, fucking gross. Did you see that interview of a journalist who did with a QAnon guy? He said he's listing all these politicians who are pedophiles. The journalist like here, journalist said, well, I have here a set of public records that say you were convicted of sexually assaulting a 12-year-old in 1996. Yeah, that's there's a lot of those like, especially with Damar Hamlin collapsing on the field, where you had all your like crazy fuck off conspiracy theorists coming out of the woodworks being like, it's because he was vaccinated. And a lot of those people who like scream the loudest on Facebook and social media and all that jazz, the call generally feels like it's coming from inside the house, you know? The call generally feels like it's coming from inside the house. All politicians are pedophiles. Oh yeah? Tell me why. Well, because, man, there's no way they could get into that position of power and not be allured by the draw that they would have to potentially lure in. And I mean, like, think about it. You got to have like a guy that you can just call at that point. It's like, how convenient is that? How do you not? Oh, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. With a lot of those people, it definitely feels like the call is coming from inside the house. Charlie Kirk and his stupid tiny face. Yeah, honestly, Fremry, they're gonna gerrymander and make it impossible to vote. They're gonna rig elections. They're pedophiles. They're this, they're that. They're manipulating you. They're trying to hold you down. And it's just kind of like, are you sure it isn't? Man, if I was in that position of power, I absolutely would X, Y, and Z, because it feels like what you're saying is, how do you not? How do you not take advantage of everybody? How do you not extort people with your power? How do you not leverage everybody into the ground? This is not to say there aren't bad people. There are absolutely bad people in the liberal, in the liberal constituency, but yeah, goddamn, those people who were like full-blown QAnon conspiracy theorists, it's like, are you sure that you don't just believe this because it's absolutely what you would do if you had that kind of power? Yeah, I saw they failed, the first time in 100 years they failed to, elect a Speaker of the House because, surprise, surprise, the worst of them are holding the rest of them hostage. Yeah, projection to normalize their own behavior. Move those goalposts so that they feel like the righteous. It's gotta be fire immunity. No more shuffles good and all that jazz. But I feel like it has to be fire immunity. It's just too fucking good. Thank you. You do not have to be on the 4 p.m. call. That actually might be easier, if I'm being honest. Again, I very much want it to be clear that Noah and I had a conversation, and Noah's like, "Hey, bud, we're gonna take this call. I'm gonna need you to not undermine me or undercut me." And I was like, "You got it, bud." And he was like, "No, for real. You gotta let me do the talking." And I was like, "You better believe I will." And there, I can't help but feel like there's a part of me now that, like, maybe the reason he's like, "Hey, you don't need to be there," is because he's stewed on it for a long time. I was like, this motherfucker's gonna open his mouth and make my job harder, isn't he? Yeah, Sir Bougie, I think I have. I mean, like, in practice. Not that it really matters, because we've got peace with gods at the moment, but... Which makes me wonder, do I have anything flammable that would be fun? The explosion would still get me, which is a bummer. We'll just hold on to these for now. Spread on this was a pain in the ass. Matter of fact, I think that just goes away. That's better. Gotcha. No, that makes sense. Yeah, in that case, you go be my representative, and I will just stay out of the way. That is absolutely for the best, I think. I'm gonna leave that in case I find my way back through here. I may make like an earthquake wand. Ah, I thought that was it. That's what I tried this time. I know that you can get out without breaking it. That was my, oh my god. That was my way to give it a shot. Oh, you little prick. The whole lot of you. Pricks. Tiny little peepees. What's Justin's thing say? Y'all got tiny penises and I wouldn't suck any of them. Yeah, the rebounds. Kobe! We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Oh god, it's, yeah, my balls just sucked up into my gut. Oh, that, I thought, I thought he was playing possum, that he threw a whole bunch of gold on the ground to throw us off the scent, and that he was coming back for his revenge. Come back here and take your medicine. God damn. Oh my god. One of them lived. That guy killed a bunch of rats. This motherfucker. Alright, well, we may be going back to get that health as soon as I can find a... Ugh. As soon as I can find a wand with a light on it, we may be going back to get that health on the first floor. I don't have a way in there. I killed a man. I killed a man in Reno just to watch him die. Over here at Folsom Prison, I hang my head and cry. I need to see wands, damn it. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. I guess I don't need to see that wand. Nah. Can't see shit. All right, well, fuck me then. Yeah, good. Fight each other. You know what? I'm leaving the traditional way. Fuck you. That's a headshot with a saw blade. Fuck you. Fuck fire. Fuck you. Fuck you. I can't get down there, can I? Fuck you. I'm stuck on a rock. That's a rat. Fuck you. You're cool. I'm out, I guess. Whatever. Well, we get to buy one, chat. They're kicking each other's asses up there. Great. Awesome. Awesome wands. Yeah? Sounded gnarly. Amy G question. Does this cut through brickwork? No? Yeah, we're rolling. Can't help but feel like we're fucked. I can't put my finger on why. Say, don't come through here. There's no safe haven in this kill box. Well, I guess I'll wait and go that way. Honestly, El Pablo, it's just every floor of all 3 runs today have been like this. Blah. Ow. Thank God there's that one pixel there. Neat. I guess I'll leave again. Whatever. This guy's in a glass case of emotion. Feels good, man. Nope, don't like that. Nope, that didn't work. What else you got? Nope. Oh, shit! Yeah. Oh. Sorry. I can't afford anything but this one. Ooh. Yeah, that'll... Stronger hearts or permanent shield? Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna need the long weekend at DC to unclench from this bullshit. I couldn't help but notice you leaning off to the left side there, Taffy. You feel pins and needles in your arms. Listen, I will not stand for you to talk to me like this. I'm a man. Why is everything in gibberish? I shouldn't do that, because then when I have an actual stroke, you guys are not going to know how to help me. I want that. Fuck. I just assume bad things will happen to me. That's how I roll. It's not a bad wand. That's a better wand. Better wand? What's the spread? What's the always cast? Knockback. Gives a projectile the power to knock back if it hits foes. I dig that. Chat, let's build something that'll keep me alive. Yo, first of all, fucking over all this horse shit. We're done with this. Forecast. Grime and Netley. Water to poison. Oh my god, no. Triggered saws might be your best bet. I had fucking nothing to do with what just happened back there. This is my digging wand. This is a digging wand. Ah! I hit the lamp. Matter Eater on Bubble Wand. It's gonna run out real fast though. Earthquake is unforgiving. So has every floor today been. But I'll give it a shot. Oh yeah, no, I've been living in fear of saws this whole time. I might as well be scared of a few more. Oh, God, I don't want to have to keep moving. I like exploring. I don't want to have to keep moving. I don't want to have to keep moving the way I did on EC Base. We're gonna have to keep moving the way I did on EC Base. We're off to a good start. I did get some gold for what it's worth. Yeah, I mean, I will. I plan on playing this game for like another half year. I'll have time to practice the teleport stuff. I'm not super worried about min-maxing this run right now. If you hadn't noticed, I'm getting my ass handed to me today, so that's kind of... I'm not super worried about it, I guess. Time to win out of spite. That's fair. I like that attitude. I gotta just kind of work from the mindset that if I can help it, I have to fight from a distance. That didn't work. Ah, it kind of worked. Yeah. Fucker, Taffy, come on. Be smart. Don't shoot up. Surprised you didn't take the bubble spark wand in the empty slot. I don't want to be afraid to use, like, I don't want to accidentally use it. I'll take it, but it's currently just a distraction that can go badly. I can't. Fuck. I'm afraid I'll accidentally fat finger it. Oh, I hate myself. Ugh. Kind of working? I mean, honestly, here, the first thing would... Oh, I guess I do have the bubble spark wand for knocking out walls. If I really need to. I'm gonna take this because it's just a safer way to light fires. And I do want to light fires. I hate me. I hate me. I hate me. All that shit belongs to me. I earned it. I earned all this and more. Bleh. Thank you. Going the other way. You fucking hate me. Stop shooting up. Captain Salty Dog, what's going on? I have, let me see here. Check my notes. Seen better Noita days, I guess, is what I'm looking for. If I had to put a label on it. Electric rocks, you say? That's a good-ass wand, if I'm being honest. Oh. Fuck me! I'm tired of not having any levitation. You can tell I'm serious because I'm not calling it up, dog. I'm frustrated. That is a good wand. Surprise, motherfucker! God, I might just leave again. That is a fucking landmine? Or sea mine, I guess. Oof. Man, I don't want to just leave again, but I'm not really sure. That's fun. I'm not really sure what my options are right now. Besides stay and get whittled to death. Yeah, I suppose so. Having a hard time just working towards the door. Killed something, that's for damn sure. I'm down here now. Joke's on you, Pecker. I earned it! God damn it. My exit! You tunneling prick! Yeah, fight each other to the death. We don't shoot up, Taffy. We don't shoot up anymore. That still almost came back and got me. Yeah, if you screw up the entrance to a holy mountain bad enough, the entrance will go away. I did get a little bit of gold on this floor, which is good. We have really kind of been up against it in today's runs. Wow, that's cute. I love that. I can't wait to get more saw blades. Saw blades have been real invaluable on this run. Not better than this one. Oh, sorry. Just kind of clenched up with how hard this run's been going on us. Are you? Plasma. Yo, is it diggy back up time? Feels like it might be diggy back up time. Yeah, always cast Matter Eater. Holy shit, I didn't even see that. So I guess this just goes away, huh? No, I'm not gonna use it. No. I'm leaving. Yeah, no. We're leaving to go tinker. Us making peace with our gods. Fire and electric immunity. Yeah, honestly, Jason, man, at this rate, I feel like I'd rather just somebody told me so that I didn't have to deal with it every time I went to a holy mountain. If I'm being honest, I'd rather just deal with it and have it be done with, because it feels like at this rate, ultimately now, my other option is just every single time I go into a holy mountain, somebody goes,
"Did you know you can get out of here without it collapsing?"
So at this rate, just tell me and we can be done with it. I am super over saw blades. Well, did ya? I am fully aware now. Whew. I'll tell you what, chat. I'm gonna pause it for a second. I need a breather. Yeah, honestly, I find more joy in exploring. Boy, piercing shot is rough. I'm done with you. Get out of here. I'm surprised the spells don't hurt me when they fall out. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So if the orb goes in here, I want to try it. Sure enough. Yeah, that's right. The gods look the other way if they know what's good for them. If they know what's good for them. I wish I had something beefier to pull together here. Essence of Power too. I don't know that I'd have the... Maybe? Oh my god. Yeah, that looks cool, but it's not putting... What if, though? It's not gonna pierce because it has a trigger. Piercing trigger is amazing. Piercing triggers don't work on the statue well. Good to know. Good to know. Damn, that's a good wand. Listen, always knockback is not that important. Ha! No, noted, Salty. Painfully accurate. Might kind of be over that. I guess I really don't need plasma. I'll hold on to it. I don't need sparkle power. I need to leave room. In case we find new stuff to pick up. Whatever, you put the sparkles on Matter Eater? I mean, I imagine we're gonna use it so frequently. Oh god, I don't know. I don't know. It sometimes hits stuff. Kinda. Alright, chat, what say you? Away we go? Knockback when you teleport into stuff sounds kind of funny. Yeah, I'm pushing them away from me. If I had unlimited spells, I would put this on something. I'd put this on something like Energy Orb and just have it spark all the way out. Whoops. This is not as strong as what I was using! Psycho Stick, you and me both, man, even though it's beating my ass today. Way safer than the saws, though? I guess. It's safer than the saws so long as I have an escape route. The electric stuns, yeah, it's okay. Safer than the saws. I gotta be way more tactical and incredibly patient, and I'm not an impatient person. But I do enjoy this game the most when I'm absolutely shitting on everything. Oh, yeah, Psycho Stick, I was just saying that last night, my kid, so I'm getting ready to go to the Music and Gaming Festival in DC. And I'm trying real hard not to get sick because my wife and both my kids have flu type A right now. So I'm trying not to be the outbreak monkey and take flu type A up to MagFest. We just got over COVID. We got it during the summer, or my wife and I got it during the summer. The boys thankfully did not. But my wife and I got it during the summer. But we, so my wife and both my sons currently have flu type A, and I'm trying not to be the outbreak monkey at MagFest this weekend. I love MagFest, dude. MagFest is like, every other con is a conference, but MagFest truly feels like a festival, you know? So anyway, I'm not trying to be the outbreak monkey. I'm not trying to go up there and fuck things up for other people. So I've been working really hard not to be in contact with my family, which is rough because I'm like a very like, you know, love my kids, love my wife. When you're not feeling well, I'll just go ahead and get sick if it means that, okay, well, I'm getting beaten to death by one of the smallest enemies on the floor. I work very hard, you know, I'm working very hard not to get sick. I might just want these. Like, I like that trigger better. But last night, my 8-year-old, who was, like, loopy, coming out of, like, a fever dream. He was super loopy, and he was, like, he didn't really even know where he was. And he came, into the living room. He had fallen asleep in the library. And my wife just said, like, I'm just gonna leave him in the library and let him sleep there tonight. I gotta go upstairs. I can't pick him up. I can't ask you to pick him up because I don't want you getting sick. So he'll just sleep there tonight. And I was like, all right, that's fine. So I'm watching Jack Ryan, and my boy staggers in the room. Basically says some, like, low-key gibberish shit. Basically says some low-key gibberish shit. Gets frustrated that he can't make sense, tries to hug me, and then I remind him that I can't hug him because I can't get sick. He goes, oh yeah, and then just kind of collapses by himself on the end of the couch. And I was telling chat, that, like, my internal monologue wasn't so much like a dad voice or like my internal dad monologue was, my brain was saying don't get sick before MagFest, but like my heart and my soul were both like screaming metal, like, let me smother you with kisses. Like, I was like, I will hug you all night long. Let me smother you. I'm gonna rain it down with kisses. Like, that was what was in my head, was just like this screaming hardcore metal track of just like, I'm gonna love you with all the kisses. Dude, I was like, I was fighting fucking Ozfest in my head of just like the overwhelming desire to go hug and snuggle and kiss the living shit out of my sick 8-year-old who knows that because he was second to the show, and because Grayson was here first and Mom and he have been thick as thieves for a while, knows that if he needs loving, if he needs cuddles, you come get Dad, because Dad will always say yes, because you know, the same way he's stuck with me, I'm stuck with him, so we ended up on the same team. Yeah, I love that. I love the juxtaposition of just a hardcore metal song, but with like the world's most saccharine-laced cavity-causing, sugary lyrics. I've abandoned my child! I've abandoned my boy! Yeah, big mood. Trying really hard to convince myself during all that I wasn't a failure as a dad. Boy, you know, fucking hitting an enemy and hurting it in this day and age with this economy? You fucking with me? That one got there. Searching these levels is gonna be a fucking ice age. Heading to the mountain real quick and add damage to the wand. Yeah, I gotta do something. It needs help. Oh, right. I can totally just dick with my wands now. Before or after, I wonder. Does feel better. I still wish I had a wand that had a little more juice to it. Excuse me. That gust of air payload's not really cutting it. Yeah, I don't know what that would... I don't know what the antithesis of that would be, though. Put the damage in after the trigger. I don't know. The splitter bolt? Those are numbers. I feel very strongly the same way. Those sure are numbers. I do feel like the pierce is best before the trigger. I can hit multiple enemies at once like that. Ugly as sin, but it's getting there, I guess. But yeah, Psychostick, to your point, I fucking cannot put this game down. It's been over a month now. That's getting there. That's better. This has kind of become my like default game on the channel, and I'm super okay with that. I still feel like I'm no good at it, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know when anyone actually gets to feel like they're good at this game. That's a decent enough wand. Like, it's a better wand than this one, but I don't think it merits going back and replacing it. That's not the big lucky, is it? No, it's not. That was kind of cool. I don't know what exploded, but thank you. Hate this. Eesh. Whatever, game. If you're happy, I'm happy. How many wins you at nowadays? I don't know. Only like 2 or 3. Maybe even just 2. I've had a handful of runs where I absolutely could have just walked to the end and ended the game, but I chose not to explore. It's getting better. What is this now? You guys finished? What's going on over here? Yeah, the splitter bolt's definitely putting in more work than gust of air. It feels like it drains mana just about as fast though, which is tough. But it's functioning. It's as good as the wand I'm using right now. Huh. I wish I'd moved some of these over while I was at it. 1 or 2. Yeah. That's not the play, I don't think. The Matter Eater wand's pretty great. And I have to be able to electrocute this fucking robot, right? I was gonna say, man, I've been willing to believe a lot of bullshit from you, Noita, about what is and isn't okay with aliens and robots and shit, but if I can't burn him with oil, then I have to at least be able to electrocute his ass. He's running. We got a runner. Scary. Can't help but feel like I missed out on a little bit of gold here. Good grief. What are some good casual roguelikes? FTL? I'll do this. Listen, I don't think we're changing games today, so... I'm gonna guess that most of them are installed. Vampire Survivors, Undermine, Tiny Rogues, Rogue Legacy 1 and 2, Slay the Spire, Enter the Gungeon, Risk of Rain 1 and 2. Peglin's getting there. Neon Abyss is a fun one. Loop Hero. Nova Drift is delightful. Nuclear Throne's an older one. FTL. Dead Cells I haven't played yet, so I can't vouch for it. But, you know, it's an industry standard. I haven't put it on the channel yet. Binding of Isaac. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Hades feels pretty casual. Oh yeah, there's what's funny is that like this is my job and I still whenever I do like a subathon I go to my buddy Rusty Brazenfire and I say, "Hey man, what are some like casual fun games that we can play on the wheel of random?" And what's funny is that I do this for a living and he still manages to catch me off guard by going like, "Here's 35 roguelikes. Here's 35 games that are comparable to how you make your living that you've never heard of before." And I was like, fuck, really? Damn. I had no idea. I've never even heard of Tiny Folks. I was out of Updog. Yo, why do I always fall down when I get hit in mid-air flight, but none of you guys do? God damn. I said, goddamn. Holy shit. You ever make a kind of ballsy move like the way a mongoose would going into a cobra's den? And then have it work out totally fine, which was kind of worst case scenario, because now you think it's okay? Me neither. Why are there so many fucking enemies? I was suffocating, don't worry about it. Well, thank God for this piece of shit rock right here. Christ on a cracker this run. Guess we'll back up a little bit. This whole run just has me like entirely tensed up. Lot going on in these parts. Good grief. These fucking hornets, man.
This is a story of the newest denizen of the cave.
Huge W to celebrate. My partner just accepted a new job, fully remote, better paid benefits, gets her away from a super abusive boss. Been working on this for months. Hell yeah, dude. That's amazing. That's great news. Gigantic W. The rapid, good job. Both you. Jezertraz, tier 1, 21 months. Jezertraz, thank you so much for the resub. Sure is a wand. shit. It's me! Oh my god, what am I up to over there? What are you up to, big boy? Oh. Self-murder. Please, I've earned this. By dying stupidly in the past. Oh, Jesus, that was the one that I died with on, like, the last run. Honestly, hold on. It's kind of something. Where the fuck was this wand? Ah, there it is. Not a fan of the dropper thing. I'm a fan of more damage, which has been hard to fucking come by. Well, shit. Currently not better. A little bit better. Excuse me. Ah, Gold's dead to us. Uh-oh. Damn, it's not exploding the way I hoped it would. Yeah, I had hopes. I had high hopes. I had high oh fuck. What the fuck? Ah. There we go. I can't change here? Lame. Oh, it's because I've gone out. You collapse this mountain. You right, you right, you right. Collapse these nuts. It was a thing. I didn't feel great about it. That last one may have had an add mana on it. I'll check it on the way. I mean, we're on our way up. We'll see it at some point. I could have checked while I was there. I just got too hasty. The witch and the audacity of this bitch. Hello? This guy must have fallen down. Oh, excuse me. Up, up, and away. Hooray! We got a line. Like after the trigger. For what it's worth, it is doing more work before it quits out, so that's not nothing. Hey, remove 1 damage. And replace it with what? Yeah, it's like an extended mag. This guy. Just remove it, saving mana. It's only 5. In the grand scheme of things, that is 5 mana out of 750. Same thing with this. It's like it costs 2. back to exploring. I do genuinely kind of want to take myself like almost all the way back up to the first level. We're finally seeing some health, which is nice. Yeah, I'd love to find anything that would help us rap. What the fuck? What kind of wand you grab there, homeboy? Yeah, the whiskey run was rough. The whiskey run was rough. Oh, he did. I genuinely don't think there's shit all I can do. I genuinely don't think there's shit all I can do to the Lucky in here. Ooh, that one got me. Ooh, that one got me good. Shit. Maybe time to angle up. Maybe time to angle up. Oh, I don't have a wins command. It's 2. There you go. I've been playing for about a month. It's 2. There you go. I've been exploring a lot. Ever since I got my win, I've just kind of... Scooch on over here. Ever since I got my win, I've just been kind of exploring around. I do feel a little bit better about being in this place with this build. It feels like it's doing a lot more than when we were quite literally running for our lives through here. Oh, nice, Noah. Thank you. Oh my God. Excuse me. There we go. What all have I discovered in Hisi? I know that there is, a forge that I can't figure out what the fuck to do with it. I have erased it before, which didn't do anything. I found the secret shop. That might be it. Is there anything else that I've done that I'm forgetting about? I'll put this tweet out tonight. Thank you, Noah. That looks good. I don't like fighting my way up. I found a couple of drills here. I've never figured out any way to like activate them, but I know that they're there, and I know that they have a lot of gold underneath them. Fuck you, game. Damn, I'm about to die again, huh? I swear to God, chat, if I die, I'm just going to MagFest. That looked cool. I hate me. I knew that was gonna happen, and I did it anyway. It's a hard knock life for Taff. It's a hard knock life for Taff. Instead of HP, he's real dumb. Yeah, so I know this thing is here. Oh, Taffy. Let's see if we can safely navigate our way up here. Yeah, if I could just find, like, there's a part of me that wants to believe that that's powered by electricity. And if I could just find something that would, you know, if I ever have a build that's, like, super electrical. If I ever have a build that's, like, super electrical, then that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna sit there and hit the living shit out of it with electricity and see what happens. Your electricity wand does? Oh, the one I just nearly killed myself with? Oh, okay. Yeah, we can take a second. That's right, I can't wait for Redacted. Big fan of Redacted. The problem is I'm hurting myself trying to get the electricity on there because the electricity is after the trigger on this wand. And I don't even know for sure whether or not that's what I'm supposed to be doing, but I know that's what I've been trying. I do have electrical immunity. It's the piercing spell, the piercing rebound trigger magic arrow that's hitting me. I'm not being hurt by electricity, I'm being hurt by being hit in the face with that goddamn green arrow. Because I have piercing on it. Ya dig? Recoil damper. That's fun. I'd take piercing off if I thought I could do any damage without it. But I'm struggling without piercing. Oh yeah, I'm so stubborn. You know, like 100% I should not be there. As you can see, despite my own best efforts, I am trying to find my way back up to the surface. I have very little room for mistakes here, and I didn't kill a whole lot of stuff coming through. Can I electrocute him? Yeah. I didn't really do a good job of coming through here and eliminating enemies. I was running for my goddamn life. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get back to the water cave. That feels like as good a solution as anything I have right now. I can probably find it in the dark. At the very least, I can drain it so that it's no big deal to explore. I was having such a hard... Jesus Christ, I forgot how long this run is. I was having a real hard time getting to this wand. It wouldn't have done me a whole lot of good. Are you fucking serious right now? Was it this way? Am I high? There it is. That's the first time I've ever erased that before. I mostly cleared this area out. Hey, this lava's just waiting for me around every corner. Yeah, it's I've been alerted to the fact that like if you get stuck, just spam WASD and eventually you'll wiggle free. I thought I was suffocating. Look at how weirdly blue the tent is. I was freaking out because I thought I was suffocating. I was like, what is going on? I absolutely cleared, well, okay, I don't want to jinx it, but I absolutely cleared this level out. Oh, that's right, it was a humid zone. Yeah. No, you're right. That's why it was all blue. Boy, this has never been easier than it's gonna be. Without light or immunity to drowning, this is never gonna be easier than it's gonna be right here. I'm making reservoirs. That's true. Destroy liquid spells would probably do it. Damn, dude. Have I not come across one light spell so far? Boy, the gods may be okay with me right now, but I can't help but feel like they're probably biting their tongue a little bit. They're like, no, it's fine, it's fine. We love when you destroy all of our brickwork. That's great. No, thank you. So cool when you destroy all of our brickwork like that. I'm gonna create air pockets all the way over. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty roughly aware of what I'm doing despite being blind. There it is. Just gotta find it, that's all. I've beaten the High Alchemist. I appreciate you not just out and out saying it, but yeah, no, I've beaten the High Alchemist. It does feel kind of nice to say fuck your tree. Not with a build like this, but I did, yeah, I beat him with a much more gnarly build. Yeah, we have always cast Matter Eater on this wand. I think it was homing plasma cutter on a trigger bolt. So we just got him in a place where we went into a very narrow place to hide, and he couldn't fit in, and we just sat there and dumped plasma bolt after plasma bolt into him. Damn, chat, I'm trying to come up with a plan. I mean, yeah, if a win was the goal, then that's what we could do. But my goal really is that I have clearly not seen everything there is on the map. So I'm looking to build essentially runs that I haven't built before to do things I haven't accomplished before. And see things that I haven't seen before. Yeah, that's exactly what Sir Bougie says. It's like, at this point, it really isn't about the win. I could probably secure the win with this, but I genuinely would prefer more just to... I genuinely would prefer more at this point to just discover as much as I can in the game. In the forest under Hisi base. Are you talking about the worm inside the egg? Not grabbing orbs, grabbing the ones I know about. Grabbing the ones I know about. Oh my god. This is like getting over it. Have you tried digging in different places? Mostly the ground. Mostly the ground. Sometimes the air. Once in water. That was different. Something in the center of that floating circle? I'm kind of curious now. Yeah, I didn't think to just... Every other orb that I've heard, or every other orb that I've been encountered with, I've heard, you know? Fuck that tree in particular. I did kill the pyramid boss. Not on this run. And I did find the orb underneath the pyramid. I had a particularly nutty run that time around. The pyramid boss, I think, would eat my lunch with this build, though. If I'm being honest. As it stands right now, I'm just kind of grabbing the orbs that I know of that are easy to get my hands on at the moment. Yeah, the pyramid boss would wreck my world, I think, with this build. If I had explosion immunity, I'd go get the explodey essence. Yeah, no, chat, I don't remember what kind of... Does anybody remember what kind of build I had? I had a build where I absolutely shat on this boss. Like, it was like the run... It was the run after it absolutely decimated me, too. It was probably some kind of homing plasma. You're absolutely right. Maybe fire? Yeah, maybe it was fire. Plasma, maybe. Random big-ass skull. Unlocked copy random spells. Yeah, the Greek letters. Those are from the High Alchemist. I've always thought that there was something hidden in this skull, but I have all but obliterated this thing and found nothing. Oh, you know what it was, Dawn? I unlocked those spells, but I didn't have Tinker everywhere on, so I couldn't pick them up. So they're unlocked, but I've never used them. I haven't found them in the wild. I've unlocked those spells, but I've not used them yet. I know very few things, but I do know for a fact there's something in that skull. Sorry, I thought I saw something. I'll go erase the whole goddamn thing. I don't know much, but I know I love you. That may be. Oh, there's a thing with the skull, not inside the skull. I don't know, maybe you bring something and set it there or something. Fuck you, skull. You dig deep in this area? Underneath the pyramid, yeah. Surely have. I think I get my ass kicked if I'm being honest. Have you done my Jesus Christ, I feel like I'm having a job interview right now. Yeah, I've done some stuff with potions and alchemy, not a lot, about as much as you can do in a month. Yeah, that area beneath the pyramid, like, is rough, and it gets easier underneath it, but the fact that it's such a steep descent in what is ultimately kind of a narrow biome can be kind of chaotic. I think that's about all I can do this direction. What would you say your strengths are? What do you see yourself doing 5 hours from now in this run? Where do you see yourself in a 5 to 10 hour? I have not drank my own piss yet today. Technically, it wasn't my piss. It was mine in the strictest sense that I owned it. I owned the jar of piss. but I have not drank piss today. Yeah, folks are getting real comfortable right now with like, have you found Calabash the Grand Worm? Oh, you haven't found that one yet? The one that's over by the Shadow Realms? Oh, well then forget I said anything. You haven't found Calabash the Grand Worm in the Shadow Realms? Oh shit, well this is awkward. Forget I said anything. Did he get high in the game yet? Nah, my character's straight edge like me. This guy doesn't even know how to use the 3 seashells. Alright, you guys. Here's the trick, I think. You guys ever see Ocean's 11? We're gonna have an escape route. We're gonna have a way to get the hell out of here. Oh shit. Yeah, nope, he's upset. See you later, sucker. Taffy, did you know there's a racetrack right there? Yep, I did. I sure did.
This is the story of the newest
Oppenheimer, 3 gifties, Tweedletosies, Makumbo, and Raycan. Thank you so much for the 3 gifties, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, I did have a nuke build. I had a nuke build, and I had a. Not only did I have a nuke build, but I also in that same run had a holy hand grenade build. Oh, this is awkward. Yeah, I can see Oppenheimer planning ahead right now. Thank you for the 3 gifties and for planning ahead. So anywho, I had a build at one point that was like, one build was, it would fire 4 nukes simultaneously. And I had one build. Oh, I was aiming the wrong way. I had one build that would fire like 4 nukes simultaneously, and I had unlimited spells. I had another build. God, that's right. I had to duck through here too, quick. I had another build that was a holy hand grenade, and it would fire out with 4 duplicate holy hand grenades around it. And every time I would use it, my computer would stagger. Yeah, 039. Every time I would use it, my computer would lurch. Which I'm about to get a brand new gaming PC. The brand new gaming PC is gonna have God, what's gonna be in there? I have to look it up because I don't know shit all about technology anymore. It's got an Intel Core i9. What is that? Is that 13,900K? I don't know. It's either that or i39K. And a GeForce RTX 4090 in it. Is the new PC gonna have a sense of caution? It's gonna smell like fucking leather and mahogany. That's what it's gonna smell like. It's gonna smell like leather and mahogany and success. I'm gonna have a 3090 in my streaming PC. That's gonna feel pretty good. The game, or the PC I don't even play video games on is gonna have a 3090 in it. What was our max HP the other day, chat? Like 1800, 1900? I do know that yesterday I got hit for 39,000. That was fun. We got Hearts Give More Health on the first floor. And then I got quite a few health upgrades on the way down. And then add to the fact I got the perk that lets you, once I got up to about 900, I got the perk that gave you 50% of your health over from where you were. So I got like an instant 450 health upgrade. Is this a joke? $16 million, Jesus Christ. Crazy talk. Oh. Well, this is awkward. Oh, okay, well, the explosive damage got me. I'll give you that. This is hit anything, Christ. Still my gold. Yeah, the piercing the piercing has helped on the big cluster enemies. I feel like at this point I may not be looking for great wands, but I'm definitely looking for great spells. I'm gonna have to wrap it up here pretty soon, chat. I gotta go do laundry, so I have shirts to wear. My wife is still getting over the flu, and my sons don't know how to do laundry. So if I want shirts to wear to DC this weekend, I probably have to go clean some of my clothes. So normally stream tomorrow, stream the next day, but instead, this will be our last stream until Monday. I am off to MagFest in DC. I've got panels tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. I got tickets to the Cowboys Commanders game on Sunday. After that, I'll come on back and we'll resume regularly scheduled programming. What you got there, bud? But yeah, unfortunately, you're gonna lose me for 4 days. But socials, I'm sure, will be posting with a lot of stuff. And MagFest does have a tendency to record and post their panels once they're done. So if you really care what I have to say about being a streamer, you can hear all about it You can hear all about it. I think they've been live streaming some of them too. I have no idea if mine would be one of those. I would imagine. Yeah, Leglish, that's what I'm saying. I think they'll be live streamed. I think they'll be live streamed. If I find out that they're being live streamed, I'll let you know. Surprise, motherfucker! That was the Uber rat. He could not be stopped. That is a lot of snow I've dropped down here. Is this a joke to you? There we go. Taffy's gonna be on a D&D panel. I am. I'm gonna be the neophyte amateur voice, but the neophyte amateur voice who has a theater degree, training in advanced speech, and has been live streaming for 8 years. So I definitely... That hurt a lot. I definitely will have insights. This guy. Fuck me. I need a better wand like or I need better spells like yesterday. I do take great pleasure in killing them. I doubt anyone who watches live streams would be interested in listening to a bunch of streamers talk about what it takes to be a live streamer. Very little overlap. I always leave that thing, and it feels like a lot of people don't like me. But there are a handful of people who generally take what I say to heart. And those are the ones that I'm just like, yeah, they might make it. Stuck. Alright, let's try again. Got him. Well, shit, chat. This run has promise, but is very quickly going nowhere. It's going nowhere fast. It'll get there, I think. But it's gonna take more time than I feel like we have right now. I feel like I'll probably finish exploring this area What do I want out of the run? I want to build a weapon worth of shit and really try to explore areas that I haven't explored intimately. So, like, for example, the Lucky Lair. I've been around that place a little bit. This fucking guy, man. That poor rat was an innocent bystander. But yeah, there are plenty of places that I've wanted to explore that I couldn't because it was too dangerous. So yeah, I'm looking for chainsaws, I'm looking for Lumi drills. I know it's not totally necessary, but I wouldn't mind pulling together like a healing wand. So I feel like I've spent this entire run just up against it, health-wise. Stuff like that. Best I can offer you is 2 spark bolts and a slime ball. Sorry there, bud. What the fuck? Oh, right, I forgot where I was. Earthquake arrow, huh? Neat. Not gonna hurt. I'm not gonna lie, it hurts me when you do that. You fucking with me? I feel like I'm not ready to come in here yet. Oh my god. I don't know what that was. I feel like I'm not ready to come in here yet until I have something a little more sexy wand-wise. Ah, fuck me. Gnarly little bastard. Boy, electricity does a fucking number on those guys. I love that. That's news to me. That's the first time I've ever been able to really use electricity on those guys safely. That shit does a number on them. I adore that. It's a lot of bombs. Put that on a trigger. Yo, let me tell you about how I'm fucking fed up with you. There we go. Jesus. Damn, I would have to go a long ways down to... I'd have to go a long ways down. To fiddle with my spells. Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing, Bougie. I don't want to go that far down to tinker. But I don't have an option. That definitely is going to be a project for Monday. Should've fucking got him. So, I think this has to be where we pick it up on Monday. Working our way down to potentially tinker, maybe look at some wands in transit, and then if we feel so inclined, we either work our way back up or work our way back down. Whew. We're on a run. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. What was I doing? What was the plan? Peace with God, fire immunity, extra item in Holy Mountain, permanent shield, electric immunity. I feel like we were struggling to find offensive damage. Ooh. This was doing okay, but it wasn't like lighting our hair on fire. We had just gotten electric immunity, but we don't have explosion immunity, which was problematic. And we were trying to figure out how to, like, build... Oh, I can't... Oh, that's right. We wanted to go down and play with the build, but the only way we can do that is by trying to find our way all the way down to the last holy mountain we made it to, so that we could fiddle with settings, because we can't, we don't have tinker on wand, or we don't have tinker on every wand. Ooh, okay, there's so much going on with this build. But if we can survive for a little bit, which I feel like I've already half jinxed it. If we can survive for a little bit, no. If we can survive for a little bit, we can go down there and fiddle with stuff. I feel like we can really pull together something halfway decent. I forget exactly how far down I have to go. I do know that some of these places are virtually unexplored because we were not very strong for a while. Taffy, you can tinker my wand. That feels like an 80s love ballad. It's like the lady who sang "How Can I Get You Alone?" Plasma beam orbit sounds like such a terrible, terrible spell to have. So I feel like I was just trying to I feel like I was just trying to safely. This fucking corpse in front of me is making it very. All I see is corpses in front of me. You're stuck in here with me. That blob of meat in front of me was making it very difficult. We don't have anything strong. That was one of the things I was running up against. We don't have a projectile strong enough to break through rope. That's problematic. We don't have anything currently strong enough to shoot through rope. Like, once it gets there, it does a little damage. Once it gets there, it does a little damage, but we have stuff that, like, can't penetrate what's right in front of it. Excuse me? We did find that, like, my big discovery here. My big discovery here is that electricity does really well against these guys. What was going on down here again? Oh my god. You're an angry elf. Like I earned that gold. Dude, there's so much gore that it's actually hindering my ability to walk forward. This is like a level of doom. Surprise, motherfucker. Can't penetrate what's right in front of it. Thanks for calling me out, Taffy. I promise, man, I have not heard anything from your Korean prospects. Is this guy just following me? There was a part of me, I saw a message come up on my phone and I was genuinely hoping that somehow, some way, just like, food was magically being delivered to where I live. I'm not even really all that hungry, but when does that ever stop me? But instead it's a spam thing asking me if I was like stationed at Camp Lejeune or something like that. Jesus, I was switching wands. I wasn't ready for the heat that guy was bringing. Certainly not ready for the heat any of these guys are bringing. I don't know what hit me. Dude, something hit me hard. Oh, one of my own shots came down. Fuck, Taffy. This is why we had the rule earlier about you don't shoot up. Oh no, that guy's bad. Come again. Oh, God, it bounced off the wall in front of me. Ugh.